Sam, Jessica, how are you?
Very
Hi.
well. Thank you.
Great to
How are
see
you?
you both. Jessica, is it really early for you in Australia?
It is now 9:40 in the morning, so that's a delight. It
So
couldn't be.
much
I've got a cup
better.
of tea. I'm like, we're here for this. This is
You're ready
fab.
to go. Okay, guys. Oh, we all do. Okay, I only have
Where's your
water.
tea? Oh, okay.
Sam, Jessica, this is like a saucy thriller that just hits all the right places. It's the perfect length. I binged it in one night and I didn't plan on it, and I may have missed a dinner and I have no regrets.
Wow.
And the people who I canceled on will learn that when they see this interview.
That's
But
the best.
it's
Rightly so.
fantastic. It really is just so good. So let's kick it off by like, how would you guys describe each other's character? Jessica, describe Danny for me.
I think Danny is an incredibly complex, complicated, um, deep thinking person who on the exterior sort of you make a judgment about him that he is the opposite of all of that. And then you begin to understand who he really is. And he's actually a really good man. He's got a really good heart. He's made some bad choices and um, you know, not necessarily taken the most honest pathways. But I think he's so beautiful. And the way that Sam plays him is with such nuance and complexity. And I hope people watch it. I hope people get to see Sam playing this role.
It's going to be
Oh,
great. Sam, how about you? How would you describe Becca?
oh, look. She's the life and soul of, well, this stagnant, as Jess described it earlier, street. She's full of life and energy, and I think, she's the heart of Danny. She's the thing that he's actually trying to protect his life with her and her. I think she's in this relationship that they've had rules, they've had an understanding that perhaps has become also stagnant or complacent. But yeah, also I think it's the beginning of a new, potentially a new part of their relationship. I think they have a lot to communicate about, and I think she's taught him a lot as well. I
Yeah.
think he's riding a little bit on her coattails in the relationship, and trying to keep up with her. But yeah, for me, they are the true romance of this whole piece.
I totally agree. And I was going to say, you two have great chemistry. The whole cast does. Like everyone's a little different. So, how did you guys like bond off set? Did you watch each other's work before? Did you know each other before? Or were you just like thrown into the deep end?
Well, we met on a chemistry read. So, but now what life is like now, it was on Zoom, just like this. Um, but what should be in a difficult situation was just completely easy and lovely. And I was like, oh, I know this guy. I love this guy. He's wonderful and obviously very talented. So,
Yeah.
so as a human, as an actor, it's just so easy to fall in love with. And in terms of the rest of the cast on set, like Eleanor and Alfie are so gorgeous and talented and smart, and it just was like an instant click, and it doesn't always happen that way. But we had probably too much fun. We got into all kinds of mischief.
It was
I
a love affair. I honestly think we all kind of fell for
Yeah.
each other. I certainly
Yeah.
fell for Jess. How could you not?
I know.
A talent, a bright intellect, a gorgeous heart. And yeah, I think the first night there was a bar somewhere and we spent some time together. And I just, from that day forward, I think we all were on board and all knew, what we wanted to get out of this. And we're trying to elevate the show and to try and do better for our characters. And I think it was we pulled together a beautiful ensemble. So yeah, too much fun was had perhaps at times.
I love how you started the story. Like we went to a bar and then you're like, and that's all I'm going to say on that.
It
Look,
was a recurring theme.
we're in a beautiful city. It was, yeah, we had a lovely time together.
So, Jessica, I have a question. Like, did you watch Outlander like before? Like, were you familiar with Sam's work at all?
Familiar with, I'd seen some of Outlander many, many years ago. I'm not
Okay.
up to date, but I will get there.
She's
And-
fine.
and
She
did you-
avoided it like the plague. Look, she's done so much historical
No, I've
comedy
seen it,
herself.
but not from any. I think I watched it when it first, when it first came out, the maybe the first season. But he's phenomenal. You can turn anything into,
Such-
poetry.
Such a
Yeah.
liar.
Oh, that's such a nice thing to say. So,
You can.
there's quite a few kind of sexy scenes in this that really push the envelope a bit. Sam, in particular, how did you feel filming these scenes compared to some of your earlier work on Outlander? Did you feel safer on this show now with the introduction of intimacy coordinators?
I mean, look, yeah, the industry's changed so much. And definitely, from the beginning of Outlander to where it is now. And then, I was lucky to meet Vanessa Kofi, and who I was an intimacy coordinator on Outlander, and we asked her to come and work on this. And I think just to help facilitate, to build a common language for everyone, even for the Belgian crew, and I think for them it was quite a new experience. So it was fun. I think it was real fun, but I think that's also down to this amazing cast who trusted each other, and I think it's really important to get these relationships right, and this moment, this crazy threesome foursome that happens, it's the moment that really is the catalyst for then everything that happens. The repercussions are huge. So yeah, it was important for us to get it right, for sure.
Amazing. Were there any scenes you guys had to do like out of your comfort zone? Sam, I think I feel like you were dancing on a beach, and I feel like
what do you mean I was out of my comfort zone?
That was effortless.
I think your dancing was amazing, but I just wanted to know, how did you feel about it?
I mean, it was freezing cold that day.
It absolutely
like
freezing.
10 degrees, and we were like, it was like massive coats until action, and then it was like, I'm dreamy warm, we're fine, but it was very uncomfortable.
And they're sort of like supposed to be in this element, and it's slow-mo, and they've drunk copious amounts of tequila and wine, and actually, yes, the reality was we were freezing to death. But I think, am I a great dancer? I don't know. I've never really had the opportunity to show what I've got, but
I didn't mean to make that about your dance.
I feel like I don't know. There weren't particularly challenges that were sort of out of our comfort zones, but I think we just constantly felt supported. I always felt supported by the cast, our cast members, and by our crew and director. So yeah. Very lucky.
Yeah. All right, we only have 60 seconds, so very quickly, I'd love to know, what is your favorite thing about working with each other? So, favorite thing about working with Eleanor?
Oh God, her energy. She is just an energizer bunny. She has always got something to add, to contribute, to elevate. She's a joy, just an absolute joy.
She'll surprise you during a scene. She'll do something that you weren't expecting. This universal for all of our cast. They're just a joy to work with, and naughty.
Yes,
naughty. How about Alfie?
Oh,
Same.
Just like this, the most intelligent, curious. Like, he loves to get in a debate, in a deep thinking conversation that always cracks open my brain in some capacity. And I go, I never thought about it from that perspective. Yeah. Let's try that.
Yeah. And yet so sort of comfortable and relaxed about everything as well.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have. Wonderful work. Sam, people are going to be like, Jamie Fraser who? Like, this is going to take them out of that zone. No, I really believe it. I'm telling you.
They should forget about it when the premiere's over, at least for a little bit. And
they're just going to forget about it for 6 episodes, and then they're going to be like, okay, let's bring him back. Because Danny is not Jamie Fraser. He makes some questionable decisions.
Yes, he does.
He should definitely look at his life a little bit more. And be a bit more truthful, which we could all learn from.
That's it. Just stop telling 17 lies in 1 minute. Guys, thank you so much. So wonderful talking with you.
Thank you so much.